Hey cutie heads, I'm Tiff Day. Welcome to my platform. It's a journey of growth, of love, of learning, and we're doing it together. You're never alone. Today, you are enough.
Hey cutie heads, it's Tiff Day with Today, and I have the beautiful McKay.
McKay Joyce, thank you for having me.
I'm so excited you're here.
I'm so excited. I feel a combination of both relaxed and aroused in your presence.
Ooh.
This is lovely.
I'm feeling really good about this, you guys. Wow. Okay, we've got to get to know you because all I've seen is your Instagram, and I've heard people talk about you. She's kind of kick-ass. So let's hear kind of about the cool stuff you do.
Oh, I don't know if it's cool or geeky or I don't know what, but I keep bees. I've been doing bees now for like 10 years. I have 8 hives right now. I teach beekeeping. I want to promote an organic, healthy way of beekeeping. I want to be a voice in climate change and moving towards using non-pesticides in what you're doing. And so that's just kind of my life. But like the underlying thing is I like bugs. I just love bugs. All kinds, and insects. So we're talking 6 legs. So I love the moths and the butterflies and the beetles. And that's kind of what kickstarted me into beekeeping because I studied that in college, and that's just kind of me.
You studied it in college?
I did entomology, yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So
she's a girl, and she likes bugs.
Yeah. So that might play into my weird dating life. Maybe that's why things haven't worked out, because I'm the bug girl. No one wants to date the bug girl.
Or maybe you're just really intimidating because you're so smart. You're so beautiful.
Oh.
She likes bugs. If you're scared and you're a man, raise your hand.
Oh, hello.
I'm not.
Of hands.
No. Okay,
No.
This is too cool.
So yeah, and then I do honey tastings, and I just brought some honey for us to try, and it was way fun. We tried honey from the Amazon, from Europe, and from Thailand, and it was great. Wasn't it fun?
It was so cool because I'm a honey lover, but I just get the bare honey from the store.
Yeah.
And that's what I have on my sandwich sad.
Which most people do, and it's fine. It's totally fine.
Because I didn't know anything else.
Yes.
And she just introduced us, Thailand.
Yeah, so we did linseed trees from Europe.
Okay.
It was a lighter, sweeter springtime honey. Then we did a Thailand honey that was more of a robust taste. And then I just got a new jar from my traveling friend who was in the Amazon and brought me a jar of honey. And we tried it together for the first time. And it's crazy because like I just don't know how to speak to it. Like, and I don't think we really do either. I'm just like speechless. Like it tastes like the Amazon. Like it just tastes
like a jungle. I just had jungle in my mouth.
It was jungle fever,
right,
in my mouth.
It was so good.
So great.
It's just crazy because I didn't know that. Like you could have that.
The variety.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I think so many people don't understand that there is a variety with like the altitude affects the taste of honey, the different flowers that they're pulling from. Like there are so many things that play into the honey, the seasons, how long the honey is sat out with the different consistencies of the moisture that's in the honey. There is a lot of things that play into it. And so there is a wide range, and I'm happy that people don't know about it because then they just leave it alone. Well, and they just leave it for the bees.
Like that's your little niche.
that's
Like
my thing.
You just take your thing and you run with it.
Exactly.
And you need to like follow her Instagram page because she does some cool stuff. She was showing me when she got here. She does these events, and anyway, she's going to be big. This is one to watch.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel the same way about you.
Oh,
you are one to watch.
Well, thank you. Okay. So
Watch
obviously,
out.
like, she's a catch. We're talking about catches today.
We are. I'm like quite excited to talk about all this.
Oh, okay, guys. We're talking about dating today.
Big dating. And you know what the sad part is? We're both single. So I don't know if like what we're saying really merits like any like, you know, like, because we don't know what we're doing. We
Obviously,
don't have it out. No, we have no idea what we're doing. But I think we've been through the ringer, so we know some things, right?
I think we know some things. I think we've got some great stories. Good,
we got stories.
Funny,
yes.
Horrific.
Enchanting, beautiful, horrific. Like, it's all over the spectrum.
It's all over the spectrum.
Yeah.
And I say we dig into our stories.
Let's
How do you feel about that?
I'm like nervous, but I'm excited. I'm way excited.
Well, first off,
okay,
how do you find your dates?
Oh, wow.
Do you get on an app?
Well,
do you meet them at the grocery store? Like, you're obviously much younger than myself. So you're a different generation in this dating field.
Sure. And like, I don't know. I feel like it evolves a lot because I mean, I used to run in a really big social crowd and that's really died down. Just because you get older and those people kind of get married off and kind of fizzle their own ways. But then also like COVID has played a huge role in all of it.
Really been gnarly.
But I mean, I always like to keep my line in the water, and I'm always on a dating app, you know? And so like, I'm always like in my free time, I swipe, you know, you gotta keep.
Let's just talk about what dating app you use.
Oh, well, let's just talk about that.
Talk about that. Which one do you prefer?
Well, so Tinder's the one that's like out there, right?
Okay.
But
Tinder scares me. That's all I have to say,
Well,
but I want to hear.
Tinder has evolved to a very scary place. I will completely agree with that, because Tinder, I feel like now has evolved to like complete hookups. Because here's the thing, and this is my theory. I don't even know if this is true or not, but I feel like to set up a Tinder profile, you have to have a picture and that's it, you know? So like if you put up a picture of your abs, you got a profile, you're ready to go. And so like you have these creeper guys that don't put a lot of effort into it. Whereas Hinge, are you on Hinge? Have you done Hinge?
I was on there one time. I haven't been on there for.
Oh,
like
you
a
should
year.
try Hinge.
Really?
It's fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because here's the thing is that like you have to have multiple pictures, but then you also have to like answer these questions. Like you have to, I think there's like 3 questions that you have to answer, and you go through and pick what question. And so like mine is like, what are you looking for? And I put in my keys. I always lose them, you know, like just like, and so
you kind of get a little bit more personality.
Well, and I think these guys have to put in more effort to have a profile, you know?
Okay.
And so it's these guys that maybe are a little bit more serious.
Okay.
I don't
didn't
know.
think about that.
Yeah. I don't know. And these are my own crazy theories, but that's what I think, is that I think Hinge, there's a little bit more of quality.
I'm going to try that.
What are you on? What are you doing?
Okay, you guys. I've done 2.
Okay.
I do mutual.
Okay. Yes.
We can talk about that in a minute.
We will definitely talk
There's
about
something
that.
special.
Yes.
I don't love that one.
I'm actually
okay?
on that one too, but
You are?
hate it.
It's not my favorite.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about it because I want to know what you
Well, and
hate
we
about
should
it.
tell them what, because like I'm sure a lot of people don't know what mutual is.
Oh,
That's
okay.
probably just a Utah thing, right?
I think it's an LDS dating app. So
Yeah.
assuming that you have certain standards that you want to keep or certain alignments that you like, maybe thinking wise,
or a foundation that you want to
Right.
relate to somebody on. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
It's horrible.
it's honestly, that one's the biggest lie to me.
Oh, I cannot handle. I cannot handle. Yeah, that one's the worst.
I'm just
for
going to
me.
say, stay away from mutual.
Yeah, stay away from mutual.
Let's not go there. But I love Bumble.
Ooh, I haven't done Bumble.
Oh, I like
And I'm a
Bumble.
beekeeper. What the hell am I not doing
You
on Bumble?
should be on Bumble.
I know.
And the girl takes control. So if you swipe and the guy swipes on you,
Sure.
you get to be the one to reach out.
Do you like that? Like, why are you emphasizing that?
I like that because sometimes I accidentally swipe and I don't mean to.
Oh.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Like you're looking and I forget, oh my gosh, on this one, if you swipe right, that's a yes. Or if you swipe,
Sure.
like, I'm just trying to look. Different
Sure.
apps, you like swipe up or to the right or to
Sure.
the whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I accidentally swipe sometimes and then I can control it.
Okay.
Or if I look at them and I sit with it for a minute and I'm like, I'm not sure why I
Okay,
swiped
here's
on
a
that.
bigger question, maybe to pause this. Do you like making the first move?
I've never made the first move. I feel
Like
totally
even like asking somebody out? Like you would never be like, hey, like let's go get pizza.
I am finding the older I get
Okay.
and a little, just the more confident I am, I don't mind doing it.
Cool.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, cool.
And I feel like if a guy can do that to me, why can't I do that to them?
Absolutely.
Like I'm good. If they want to reject me, great. I might reject you. Like
Sure.
it goes both ways. So I think
Okay.
it's fair.
Yeah, totally.
I like it.
Totally.
But
I'm all about the first move. When we talk about like kissing, like going in for the first kiss, petrified. I could never do that.
you've never done that.
No, I've never initiated a first kiss. Like I will set you up. There will be romantic lighting, you know, there will be like a choir singing
Will you be
softly in the
staring
background.
into
I
his
will be
eyes?
staring, you know, the breath will be nice and I will like lean in, but I can't. I'll do 4th and 5th and 6th moves, but I can't do that first move.
I like that because I think sometimes even in a first meeting, the guys like to be in control. It's a male thing.
Well, and I kind of want a guy that's going to do that.
Take charge.
Right? Yeah.
I think in that situation, I don't
Sure.
mind asking you out, but on the kissing thing,
That's exactly how I am
let
too.
them do that.
Yep, I will ask you out. I will set it up, but
It's
you
that
gotta.
it's the alpha male thing.
Yep,
You do that.
I need that alpha male.
You get that alpha male.
Get it. I'm sorry, I said that.
You better not be sorry. Are you kidding me? All right, let's talk about your best experience on the dating apps.
Oh man, it like makes me nervous because I'm like, I mean, like, is the man listening? I mean, like, is he gonna tune in?
Well, let's not share
Let's
names.
hope he does. Okay, yeah, no names.
Okay.
I've had like a lot of good experiences, and maybe it's because I'm like this like really hopeful romantic, and like also I think
I am too.
it's the best way to live life. I really feel like it's the best way to live life, and like I feel like I've kind of come to conclude, because like all my girlfriends are like 7 years, 9 years deep into their like forever marriage, right? You know, like their happily ever after is like it's begun, but like I feel like I've come to conclude that like you don't have to be in a marriage and happily ever after for it to be like a happy story, you know?
Amen, sister.
And so
I
like
love
if you
that.
date someone for 2 months and it's this magic experience and you get whisked away into dreamland and like it's just like that's a happy ending. Like I mean that's a happy story to me, even though it doesn't like end with like and then we went to the Disney castle and got married. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's really, really important, especially here in Utah, or I don't know, maybe I need to just leave that out, but you don't have to follow a certain timeline. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing.
Absolutely.
You get to write your own story.
Absolutely.
And live your own story.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, like, first that comes to mind, I mean, I've had a plethora of like really great things that have happened on the apps. But the first one that comes to mind is probably the biggest one is that I broke off an engagement. Okay. I'd been engaged. We dated for like 2.5 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was really heavy. And like I knew it was like kind of coming to an end and I didn't end it. There was a lot of things. And so like by the time it finally ended, I was ready. I was so ready to like get out there and start dating and start doing stuff. And so I went on 15 dates in 1 week off of my apps.
How did you do that?
Okay, so first of all, like, I feel like if you match with a guy and he's like, hey, let's go do something right now, like this instant, you're like, you're a creep, like, get away from me.
Okay.
But if a girl does that, I feel like it's a welcome treat because these guys are trying to, like, I don't know, like.
Put it out there,
yeah.
Put it out there.
And so help him out a little bit. And so, like, it was really easy for me to be like, hey, do you want to go grab lunch? Like, I have a work break right now. Let's go grab some lunch. Hey, like, do you want to go get some late night pizza? Late night pizza is like my jam because sliced pizza is like $2.50. So I'm not making them pay a lot if they decide to pay, whatever. It's quick. It's easy. I'm not with them for a long time, you know?
It's almost like a meet and greet.
Yes. Just tiny. Just little. Okay. And so it was a bunch of these tiny little meetups. And if I wasn't happy, I'd grab somebody else and be like, hey, do you want to go get dessert right now? And almost every time it was just like, yes, let's do it. Yes. So I had like 15 dates in 1 week. And then came...
You're a hot commodity. Okay.
Well, I photoshopped my pictures.
No, you don't. Okay.
No, but then came along the last number and I was just smitten. And everything had been very routine. It had been very robotic. Like, hello, how are you? Like, thank you for the date. Like, how many siblings are in your family? You know, just very annoying.
The same question over and over.
But all of a sudden, like, this guy comes along and I'm like, oh, like, you're fun. Like, this is fun. You know, like, it just was like, things were like jiving. Like, the conversation went well. We went and got drinks. But then after drinks, it was like, oh, let's go walk around Salt Lake. Like, why not? Like, I'm not ready for the night to end, you know? And then he was in town from LA, so he wasn't local Utah. So it was like there was this timeline, right? And it kind of like irked me. I was like, oh, he's like so cute, but there's a timeline on this.
And there was a connection, obviously.
And there was a little connection. And so like, anyway, there's so many details. Do we want details?
Hey, this is your story. You get to decide what you want to.
No, but anyway, he went back to LA. And I was just like what? Like, what happened there? You know, like, he's so cute and we had a connection and I just like, and there was no, it wasn't like a, well, I'll call you later. It was just kind of like, goodbye. And I was like,
that was fun.
Yeah. And so like, I was like we went out like 3 times maybe when he was in town, right? So I just decided, let's go to Bali. Like, why not let's go to Bali?
Okay.
So I ended up getting some tickets. And, like, it had almost been, like, radio silence since he left, right? Like, it was like we didn't even communicate. And then
But you gave him your number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, like, so then I'm like, okay, I gotta find a way to, like, ask him to Bali that he'll actually go with me, right? So I, like, conjure up this text. And it was Friday, right? But I'm, like, writing this text. And I was like, here's a crazy text for your Tuesday morning, like, planning to send it later. I'm like, Tuesday's a good day because Monday's like you're down on work, Tuesday, whatever. Right. So I'd like premeditated this text. And then I sent this and my girlfriend's like, don't say crazy, say wild. I'm like, oh, genius. Like, don't put in their head that he's crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, here's a wild text for your Tuesday morning. I was like, let's go to Bali. Anyway. he had to rearrange some things, but then we went. And so we met at the LAX airport, and he was like, he comes down this ramp like a freaking movie star I can't even handle. And
What?
Yeah, and then he was just like, well, McKay, this is one hell of a fourth date. And I was just like,
You're totally
and then we just went to
floating.
Bali. He's a tall guy, so I was kind of worried about legroom. And I had all this money that I was saving up for a wedding that there was no wedding.
gosh.
And I just wanted it out of my bank account, which is like a weird feeling.
No.
But I just was like,
Get the reminders, get everything gone.
yeah.
Or just spend
And
it.
so what the hell? We upgraded to first class, and we were in beds flying across the Atlantic
On a fourth date.
on a fourth date. Yeah.
Okay, so I have to ask, what happened to this
See,
Bali man?
See, and that's the tragic question. And see, that's what I'm saying is that, like, I mean, I'm still single and I'm swiping again, so, I mean, it didn't end in romance, but, like, it ended well. And, like, he's still a friend, and, like, there's still these, like, warm, like, magic feelings. And it's just, like, I don't know, like, it's a happy ending, even though it wasn't a happy ending,
Okay,
know.
that's so hopelessly romantic. Will you write a book, please?
Oh, my gosh.
I can listen to your stories.
But then it's so scary because then he might read my book. He might listen to the podcast. Damn it.
And he'll be like, whoa, I had that type of impact on her. Ooh.
No, he knows he does. Like,
Oh, he
I mean,
does.
I wear my heart on my sleeve. And so, like, I mean, and I've had, like, magic relationships, too. And I think one thing that, like, had spurred me being so, like, crazy about, like, I'm going to go to Bali and I'm going to, like, why not, is because I'd had guys treat me that way, like,
And
I
you liked it.
Yeah, well, it's just like, why not? Like, we have this one short life. Like, let's get out there and just, like, love and just go to Bali and just sleep in vans in British Columbia and work on the hippie farm with my hippie boyfriend. And you know what I mean? Like, there's so many things that we miss out on if we're like, because I feel like a lot of my girlfriends are like, oh, I'll do that once I'm married. Then I can have a extravagant trip. Or I'll do that once. No, do it now. Do it now.
Okay, that comment that you just made, because they're waiting till they get married. How about people learn how to live in the moment? Like,
Yeah.
why? I
Yeah.
feel like sometimes when I go out on these dates, I'm getting grilled, or there's a checklist, like, to get married.
Sure.
Do you feel like that?
But
or is it
I
different?
mean, well, no, I feel that. I'll feel that pressure. But don't you come with a checklist?
There's deal breakers. I have deal breakers.
What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers.
Okay.
Oh boy, I just got put on the spot.
Hello.
Thank you so much, McKay. Thank you for bringing this to light.
I have my deal breakers too, for sure. I want to know yours.
Okay, so deal breakers are, I don't do lying and cheating.
Well,
So
yeah,
nobody
absolutely.
does. But if you filtered your picture and I don't know who you are when you walk up, it's a goodbye.
Okay.
It's a goodbye. I don't
Sure.
love that. I just
Okay, so here's a question for you,
Okay.
because I went on a date recently and his pictures were like 92 years old. And so he shows up and I'm like, ooh, you're a little more weathered than I remember, like,
Yes.
hello. But like, so what do you do? So I've signed up for a date with this guy. We were going to go to Topgolf. That's like an hour and a half, right?
Right.
He shows up within 5 minutes. I know this is not going to work and I'm not happy. What do? Do you do the Topgolf date? Because he drove an hour and a half to be with me. He'd been very good about texting.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I don't appreciate that you can't be real. If you can't be real in your pictures, if you can't be real about who you are,
Okay.
then I feel like he's putting on this show for you. It's a fake facade.
Sure.
So why should you have to sit through a date that you were anticipating something
So what's the
different?
conversation? Are you like, sorry, Joe, that was weird?
Joe,
know?
I'm sorry that I didn't get to meet the real you. I don't know. I just
See,
think that's
I
awkward.
I'm so petrified, and I have nothing to do that night, so I'm like, okay, here we go, Topgolf.
But then you suffer through it. And
Yeah.
is he like trying to touch and
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I don't know. That's uncomfortable.
I know.
Did you stay?
Yeah, I stayed.
Aw.
And here's the thing too. We didn't end up golfing because he didn't make reservations. We ended up waiting at the bar, and then he kind of threw a fit and we left early because they couldn't get us into golfing. And so it was kind of a disaster all around. But even then, and maybe I'm just like extremely optimistic and like really annoyingly optimistic, but like I love nights like that because it's such a hilarious story. Like, I have my girlfriends on Marco Polo, and I get on Marco Polo right after the date. I'm like, you will, like, brace yourself. Like, I'm like, this is a wild ride.
Did you get a picture of Joe? That you could just be like, okay, listen, let's just compare these two.
No, I mean, how do you do that?
I don't know. When he's like,
no.
yeah, you can't do that, but it sure would be funny.
And like my heart goes out to him too because like, you know,
he obviously wants a date.
Yeah, and like he's posting these pictures. Like I don't know, like a part of me wants to say something, be like, "Honey, you know, I don't know. You can't be doing that." I don't know. Cuz is another girl going to fall for that?
Absolutely Absolutely.
So maybe he's doing something right. I don't know. Maybe that, I don't know. Okay, so wait. So let's go back to deal breaker. Okay. So you have your, what was it? Lying, cheating.
Don't put a filter on your picture.
No filters.
That's weird to me.
I agree.
Don't filter.
Okay.
Own your truth. Don't say things that someone wants to hear. Be you.
Okay.
Sometimes that takes a minute to figure out, but I think I'm pretty intuitive. Like when I go out with you, I can get a vibe right from the get-go.
Sure, totally.
Like, are you just saying what I want to hear, or are you actually being authentic? We have like different opinions.
Sure.
Have you ever gone out and the guy is like, oh, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like cats or dogs? Oh, me too.
Right.
Like, I'm not joking.
Right.
It's
right.
like
No,
kind of like a little creepy. I'm like,
yeah.
Do you have a brain in there?
Yeah.
Like, do you think on your own?
You're like, I love blood and demons. Oh, me
I
too.
like to
me
kill
too.
people at midnight.
Just testing them out.
Yeah.
They're like,
if you say
yeah,
me too, then you run.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You run.
Then that's a no. No, okay. I have to tell you the funniest. That just popped up.
Okay. Yeah,
Made
yeah.
me think of the story.
Okay.
So I'm fresh, like maybe 6 months out of divorce. And I'm like messaging this guy. And he's
Sure.
like, hey, I want to take you to dinner.
Fresh as in, have you been on a date yet?
I had been on a few dates,
Okay.
but still pretty
Sure,
new to the
totally.
dating scene,
Totally.
new to the apps. Like, it's all weird to me.
Mhm.
This is a new generational
Totally.
thing. Like, whoa, okay. So we meet at Mod Pizza. Super chill.
Super
I'm
chill.
all about let's make it quick.
Quick.
In case
Yes.
there's no connection and we can...
Or quick, if there is a connection.
Then you can find something else to
you,
do.
Well, and you long for more. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so
totally.
we meet at Mod Pizza.
Okay.
I walk in, same thing. I'm like, are you like a grandpa to this guy I've been talking to?
So it was an age. He'd posted younger pictures.
Definitely an age thing.
Okay.
And filtered it. But then when I was like, oh, I think he could sense that I was a little bit shocked. So he got a little feisty with me.
Whoa.
He got a little feisty. Well, Tiff is a little sassy herself.
Okay.
So he's like, so I just want to know, do you just do this to get a free meal? He said that to me.
And you're like, bitch, yeah, I do.
I was like,
it's like, you better pay for
I'm
this
like,
pizza.
It's $6.
Yeah, really.
So I said, hey, I have a great idea. Let's go through, like, I'll buy my pizza, you buy your pizza.
Smart,
And
okay.
he's kind of just still not being very kind, which is, I don't know, that was weird to me.
Right, no, totally.
So I went ahead and bought my pizza and I was in front and I walked right out the door to my car. I did that. I don't think I've ever.
No, it's weird because I agree with that, and I feel like somebody who's like that would maybe deserve that, but like I could never do that. I would wait till the date's over and then I would be like, this isn't working out for me. Thank you so much. Goodbye. But like, I would have loved to walk out Topgolf. I would have loved that.
I don't even know how that happened. I just was like, I'm not doing this tonight. And I can buy my own pizza and go right home and enjoy that.
And so what, did he end up messaging you later? Or like
I
it just was
blocked him.
Okay.
As soon as I walked out, I blocked his number.
Wow. Okay. See, I think I need a little bit more of that gutsy in my life. I don't know.
I think the older you get, everyone's time is important.
Sure. Absolutely.
But I'm just to a point where I'm like, you know what? I just don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time.
I'd
Like,
rather
let's
be in the
just-
bubble bath. Like, let's be honest.
Give me my Netflix.
Yeah.
Let me just go sit on my couch.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
But there's some good, there's good dates too.
Oh, absolutely. No, I've had wonderful dates. I mean, they don't all end in Bali, unfortunately.
No,
That's
I
too
have
bad.
never had a Bali.
Oh,
I want a
shoot.
Bali.
Get a Bali.
I want a Bali.
Oh my gosh.
Anyone
We
out
all
there,
need a
if you
Bali.
want to go to Bali, find me on Bumble.
Her number is 801-435. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. No, but like even like just like having a night where it's just like you just forget about the world and you're there in the moment. Like I feel like that's a success, you know?
That is a success.
Yeah, and like I don't I feel like, you know, you're really putting yourself out there. So like if you're really feeling a connection, but they're not, like you have to be strong enough to take that rejection. And that's a thing, you know, but I don't know. I feel like there's more success stories than there are, because here's the thing too. I feel like if you are smart enough, you know what you're walking into when you walk into a date.
Right.
You know, like I feel like people advertise like on Tinder, it's like a picture of the abs and it was like, hey, I'm feeling frisky tonight. You know, if you walk into that date, you're going to get some frisky, you know?
Yeah, you're getting frisky.
Yeah. And
You're getting frisked.
Yeah, you are getting frisked. And if that's your thing, like, do
More
it.
power to you.
Yeah, that's not my thing.
No. Mm-mm.
So, but like, and so like, I can pretty well gauge. Tinder's another thing. So, Hinge does height, and Tinder doesn't do the height.
You guys, I need
And I,
height.
you know, and I just like, I hate saying that because like, I know there's so many attractive short guys, like, you know, they're so nice and so wonderful, but it's just like, if you line up all my exes, you'd be like, what is this girl thinking? Like they're bald, they're thin, they're thick, they're all over the place, but they always have to be taller than me. Like, it's just like,
Okay.
and
how tall are you?
so I'm 5'7".
Okay.
And I could even go as short as like a 5'10". Okay. I mean, is that short? That's not even short. That's like kind of a tall guy, right?
That's how tall I am.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
So
We'll talk later.
Okay. You want to go out?
Absolutely. No, but like it's crazy when like I don't know, like I feel a connection with somebody and then I show up and they're shorter than me and I just like then I feel so superficial for being like, oh, this isn't gonna work.
I
you know?
I see few and far between, and they're like mismatched height. Mm-hmm. For me, I can't.
You can't?
I can't do shorter than me.
Okay.
I feel like if they're shorter than me, I should put them in a baby backpack and carry them around.
I know. I just want to babysit them.
I'm like, oh,
yeah.
sweetie pies. Can I feed you some ice cream tonight?
Yeah, exactly.
Horrible.
And we would be great friends, but it just wouldn't, like, I don't know, like, there's no attraction there. It just doesn't do it for me. So, yeah. So, Hinge is another good one, because it will give you your heights. Because it's always a surprise when you show up. Anyway.
Here's my problem with the dating apps.
Okay.
I get on.
Yeah.
I get frustrated or flustered or whatever you want to say.
Okay.
And then I get off. And then I get on. And then I get off.
Just stay on. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Just don't open it one day.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, to each their
Why
own.
can't I meet someone at the grocery store?
Meet someone at the grocery store. Do you know
How?
Okay, do you want to know what happens after 10 o'clock p.m.? And I don't know if this happens everywhere, but like in my Smiths in my area, it turns into what I call the sexy Smith singles, because all the
Like for older people too?
there is an array of single people who are at Smith's.
Okay, can I get
because
that
they're
address?
not there with their families, right? Because like it's like late at night. You look at what they're buying. Because if they're buying like baby formula, or if they have a cart full
Then
of
you
like,
leave that
then it's
alone.
just like no. But like if they're buying like a frozen TV dinner, you get in there. You know what I mean? Like there,
You can go bump carts.
go bump that cart. Yes, exactly. No, so I mean, like I'm totally not opposed. Like, ideally, I would love to meet somebody through friends or like organically, absolutely. But like, I just like I want love. I'm not desperate for love. I'm a very independent person, and like I would rather be alone than in a terrible relationship. Absolutely. But I just you got to keep your line in the water. So I keep all the apps open. Why not? You know. But when I'm at Sexy Smith Singles at 10 o'clock, like I'm there. Like I don't know. You always got to
Anyone
keep
that
your
wants
option
to go
open.
to Sexy Smith's Singles, let me know. I think I'm going to try that out.
You should. It's a wild ride. Get all dolled up, or go after a workout. Guys love that. All like sweaty and like.
I got some lipstick on, but I just worked out.
Yeah, exactly. They love it.
Oh my god.
I actually, honestly, have never approached anyone at the Smiths, but I have daydreamed quite a bit. So
Well, I'm trying that.
yeah,
out.
you should try it.
I'm trying that.
What's
out.
your local grocery store? Like, what's the closest?
Harmon's?
Yeah, Harmon's.
Okay,
You get the classy guys.
Okay.
Go for the organic cheese.
it's not just that though. I live in like suburbia.
That's fine.
No, it's not. Everyone's married.
Ooh.
I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. So it's really difficult. Like I have a hard time. Number one, I live in Marriedville. Number two, I'm an Amazon. Number three.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm tall.
Oh, I thought that meant it was your sign or something. I was like, that's wild. Tell me about
It's
that.
a new sign I made up, guys.
Okay.
Let me tell you all about it sometime. But it's hard because I'm so tall, so I really want a guy that's at least 6'1".
Sure.
That's hard to find. You've been on
Sure.
the apps, you've seen it. Like, it's difficult.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like content with my life.
But I think also like seeing dating as like, and like you said, you're content with your life. Seeing dating as just like a fun little like
Adventure?
adventure. Yeah. Because like, I feel like I'm like happy with the life that I've made for myself. And like a part of me is like, oh my gosh, if I would have married this guy that I dated in high school or that I dated in college or that whatever, like I never would have like taken on the career I did. I never would have like moved into this. And like, I'm like so happy with like the life that I've made for myself that I'm always like, oh my gosh, like I don't think I ever need to like step into that. I can just have these little like droplets of like romance with all these little different relationships. I don't know. And I don't know if that's the answer. I don't know if someone's going to come along and whisk me off my feet and everything's going to be wonderful. But like, I just like, I can't view it as like something in desperation, or that's where it starts turning sad, you know?
I think so too.
Yeah.
I definitely like, I never want to be in that mode.
No.
I'm super content with my life.
And we can dabble in that mode every now and again. I mean, every girl, you know, everyone who's lonely does, right?
Right. I mean,
but
who
like
doesn't
for the
want
most
Prince
part,
Charming?
No, we all want Prince Charming, but I don't know.
But it's okay.
It's okay. It's totally okay.
It's all a timing thing.
Yeah.
You just have to wait. Everything happens when it's supposed to. Put that out in the universe.
Wow, it just turned so serious. We're just a therapy
I think we
session.
better take a deep breath. How
Do you
about
have a couch I can lay on?
How about some funny stories?
Oh, please.
I had some of our followers send us funny stories. So I think we should, I'll read a story, you read a story.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. The funny thing is, peeps, these are mostly for men. Should
Really?
I have said that?
No, I love that.
Okay. I'm not sharing names, but these are mostly for men.
Why do we like stereotype men and put them in this bucket of, that they just like, I don't know, like, I love that. I love that they...
I loved it that they're totally up for sharing with us.
Yeah, totally.
That they too are feeling the same exact way we do. Women are not just the end all.
We are not.
We have the only say type of thing. So I have to appreciate it. All right. Here comes the first one.
Oh, that's a doozy. Okay.
This is a big.
Okay.
The next one's a little bit shorter. Okay.
I'll rate that one.
All right.
Okay.
So this little follower said, so I was traveling in another country and I connected with somebody that did not speak any English.
Ooh, sexy.
What?
Hello.
I did not speak any of the language that she spoke,
language.
we decided to go out anyways, and we used our phones to translate each other's conversation. We had a really good energy with each other, and we basically had no idea about the half of the things that the other person said, but we laughed and laughed. We ate, we hung out at a club.
I can't imagine
We spent
that.
8 hours together just enjoying each other's company, but we couldn't communicate in words, just body language and smiles. We did get to know the basics of each other via text before we went out, but it was a really fun experience because it helped me understand that dating is so much more than just communicating in words.
What? I have so many feels about that.
I do too.
Because yeah, it's so much more than that, but that's a big chunk, right?
That is huge. 8 hours.
Wow.
I'm too goofy. I would be like,
Well, humor and sarcasm is like a big thing for me. So if you're not,
Same.
like language really hinders that.
yes.
So that's interesting.
so interesting.
Huh. All right.
All right, you're up.
You can look for them next on 90 Day Fiancé. They'll be on that
Honestly,
show soon.
I think there was one like that.
Oh, there has to have been.
I
Okay,
think.
what am I doing here?
Oh, this one right there.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
I had another one where I connected with somebody online and they're the same thing. It just wasn't right. That just wasn't right about them. So I spent a ton of time getting to know them online before I ever went out with them. Good thing because she was addicted to drugs, she sold drugs, and she was a prostitute. Oh, sounds like true love. I can save that story for another time. Trust your gut. It's as good as we get sometimes. So you need to go with it. Ugh. Wow. Who is this person?
You
oh
can't
my
look.
god!
We're not sharing names.
I looked. I'm gonna look them up later.
I'll share it with you after we're off camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh,
A little crazy.
man. See, and that I think the same thing. You can get what you want. Like I really believe that. Like, what vibe is he putting out? What's happening there? I don't know. Like, no, and that's kind of mean to say against him, but like, I don't know what's happening where you're like lining yourself up with like this crazy story, you know?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's good he did his research and it was all online.
Yeah.
I don't know.
See,
I'm scared.
This is what I don't know. How long do you talk to somebody before you go out with them? Because
it depends.
For me, it has to be short and sweet. Like meeting them is like really big priority for me.
I agree because I don't want to be a pen pal.
No.
Because I think things get weird.
Yeah.
Or that's when you could
Right.
go into the twilight zone.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's read about this one because
Okay.
this is something special. I'm in my mid-40s and somewhat new to online dating. Online dating in your 40s is not great.
Did you write this story?
No.
Okay.
It sounds like me.
Since
Maybe.
Maybe.
You're not supposed to rat me out.
Okay.
Okay. He said, I am terrible at social media. This is true. I can attest to that. A couple months onto inline dating, I swiped the appropriate direction in favor of the lady I was looking at on my screen. Turns out she had already swiped on me. And within the appropriate amount of time,
Does this
we
sound like
were
a romance
texting
novel?
via
Like
app.
the wording.
But I'm trying to.
I love
I'm
that.
really trying to use my voice inflection to be romantic right
it
now.
sounds
okay?
amazing. I'm whisked away.
Oh, good.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
After a few days on the app, we exchanged numbers and began texting and talking on the phone. She would send pictures almost daily of what she was doing, and I had genuine interest. The date was set and plans were made. I picked the right place for food and had the after meal plan set. This is serious biz, okay?
Well, and this is a bedtime story. The way that and the date was set, and we were like,
Guess what?
What is
He
this
should.
word?
I
love
think he
it.
should write a book.
Yeah, you should.
He's pretty badass, actually.
Oh my gosh,
okay.
this is great.
I was catfished. I didn't recognize
Oh.
my date until she walked up and said my name. I'm not trying to be shallow. I was really catfished. I'm sure we can all relate.
Man, I wish he was here that we could ask him further questions. Because what? Completely different person?
Well, he said, I'm not being shallow. I was really catfished. I had appetizers with her and moved it to a close with respect. Messed me up a bit. See a filtered picture. Run.
Yeah, for
He did
real.
RUN in capital letters,
Wait,
exclamation
so
point,
it-
exclamation point, exclamation point.
So it was her, but just like really, really filtered.
Totally filtered. I know that
Wow.
you can get on Snapchat or some of them and you can make lines go like,
Oh, I look great with
I
all
know,
those filters.
I want those filters daily.
I
I want to insert. Okay, last one. This is for you.
Worst dating story was the time I casually dated a guy for a few months during my sophomore year of high school. And then after we broke up, my parents adopted him.
What?
I'm sorry. Like, that's it. We need to end the podcast.
I'm done.
What
Done.
the hell? Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's a God bless America. That's
He-
too much.
That is insane. Did the parents know they were dating?
I don't know.
How old are they? Wait, sophomore. How old is sophomore?
15, 16?
I can't handle this story.
Okay.
He was a ward of the state. He was a ward of the state and living in a group home. I'm sure you can imagine the rumors that flew for the entire next school year.
Oh.
Then to make it more unbelievable, at the beginning of my senior year, my new boyfriend came to pick me up for my date, and my old boyfriend / new brother answered the door, and it turned out that they knew each other from a prior high school and they both attended. Hand to God, I'm not making this up, she says. Luckily, my new boyfriend was willing to get past the weirdness, and a couple years later, we got married, and we're just celebrating our 10th wedding anniversary.
Aww.
I'm surprised the parents didn't adopt the second one.
I would have adopted the second one and maybe, I don't know.
What is this story? I can't.
It's real.
That's
a real story.
Handle this. Wow. Okay. Wow.
Well, that one was crazy.
I want to know what the relationship was after they got adopted. Like, I mean, do all fillings just like, and they're just like
I
brother,
don't
sister?
know. I want to talk to you more. You know who you are.
You're going to be on the next podcast.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
And I'm going to tune in.
We're all tuning in.
Okay.
Okay. I think we're running low on time.
Shoot. There's so much
There's
we
so
could say.
I think we should have another one. What do you think?
We totally should.
Okay. We have to.
All
Okay.
right.
Let's put our cute bottles out.
Oh, here we go.
I'm so excited about this. You guys, look, new stickers that can go in the water. That's why they're on a water bottle. Oh, we got to hold these guys up so you can see.
These are Hydro Flasks. They're a 32-ounce bottle, and they keep your beverages cool for 99 days, and they're dishwasher safe.
Hey, did they pay you to say that?
No.
Oh, okay.
But you're paying me. You don't know.
Okay. Okay, you guys, these are the giveaway this week. This is our first giveaway. What you have to do to win one of these is tag a friend in the comments on the Instagram post with me and McKay.
Is there going to be 5 winners?
Yes.
This is exciting.
There's 5 winners.
Yeah, this is
okay?
great. These are really great. I have one of these and I love it.
They're
I love
so
it.
awesome. And everyone needs to drink more water, okay?
Absolutely.
Or whatever. We'll say whatever, or drink whatever.
Or more White Claw, you know?
Whatever you need.
You need more of it. Whatever
Okay.
beverage.
Right?
You need more.
So you need to comment on the YouTube video that McKay and I are in. This is the dating episode. I think it's episode 7. Comment on the YouTube. Subscribe. Please subscribe. And DM me your address because that's the only way I can send you this very amazing bottle.
And you know what? This isn't even the real prize. Like, if you're subscribing to this YouTube, like, you are becoming a wealth of knowledge from everything that you're going to be learning from this YouTube. Like, this isn't even the real prize. Do you understand? Right?
McKay, I love you. I love you so much.
So, yeah. Go ahead and enter.
Do it. I'll let you know the winner. Oh, I've got to let... When should we have the winner be announced, McKay?
I don't know. When is this going live? What's happening?
Like, this is going on tomorrow.
Oh. Well, I say by end of week, right? We need to get this rolling.
This is coming to you on Friday. I'm going to announce the winners.
Yep.
And maybe we'll do a story with McKay and she can announce the winner.
Ooh, I'd love that.
Do you like
yeah.
that?
Yeah, we can do like a live Instagram or something together.
I love this so
Okay,
much.
fun.
Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to our funny dating lives because it's
just
fun.
the tip of the iceberg, really.
Really, like we have so
Yeah.
much we could talk. We didn't even really get to talk a ton. So come back.
Okay, absolutely.
Okay,
this is way
I'm
too
so
fun.
excited.
I just love being in a cozy closet. You know, I feel so safe in
thanks.
here. Yeah.
Safe and
I just have to
close
tell you guys, did you know that Tiff's bra is hanging on the door? And it just makes me feel so welcome.
Why are you sharing all my personal
Because I love it.
information?
I love it.
I love you. That's all I have to say.
This is great.
All right. You guys, today you are enough.